All right, now we have part 2 of Am I the A-hole for jumping out of the way when my niece and nephew tried to push me into the pool, resulting in them falling in. Here's the update. First off, my folks tell me that my nieces and nephews are all good swimmers and that they use the pool all the time. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense, but of course the parents were, just playing everything up. The 7-year-old is still a beginner, but he loves the water. My sister just said they couldn't swim, so I'd look bad. To be fair, none of the kids are allowed in the deep end, which is where they fell in. It was the 10-year-olds and the 9-year-olds who tried to push me into the pool. After we left, the party ended on a pretty sour note. My drunk brother-in-law, who face planted while yelling at me, had to go to urgent care to get his face stitched up. He was too toasted to drive, so my dad took him. My dad was not very happy about this. Late that evening, my sisters started a group text and said some really nasty crap. Their husbands threw in a few comments as well. Wife and I blocked all 4 of them. My mom called me. She was pretty upset at what they had said. She and Dad were in the chat, and I don't blame her. Because of the texts, my folks insisted that my sister and brother-in-law come over the next day, Sunday, without their kids to get some things straight and lay down some ground rules, my mom's wording. The result was a contrite, if unenthusiastic, apology from the siblings via my mom's phone. I'm glad my wife was with me when they called. Her hard stares kept me from saying what I wanted to. I just told them thanks and that we felt no need to discuss it further. Okay, but taking the high road. Since I thought things were settled, I unblocked them. That's actually pretty nice of you. That evening, I got a text from one of the brother-in-laws telling me the phones cost X amount of dollars and asking me when I'm going to be paying for it. What the fuck? I replied with, never. I think that's the only correct answer in that situation. I took screenshots of his text and forwarded it to my folks with a note that said we were done with this nonsense. We were going no contact with sisters/spouses and not inviting us to any more holidays or get-togethers if they'd be present. Then I blocked the sisters and their spouses again. Ugh. At that point, the shit really hit the fan. Dad called them and ripped them a new one. Among other things, he told them the grandkids were not welcome at his place indefinitely. Since my mom regularly provides babysitting for them, that got them pretty rattled. He also banned them from using the vacation house and told them my wife and I actually own it, not he and my mom. This completely freaked out both my sisters/families use the place a lot, including having their friends up for the weekend getaways. This was very much out of character for my folks, but good for them for standing up for you. They clearly had it. And for reference, I never wanted my sisters to know we owned the place. We bought it for my folks. They'd always wanted a place in the mountains. Keeping the ownership quiet was just a way to avoid drama with my siblings. That's also, you didn't have to do that. And the fact that you don't even like them and you're still letting them use it is also, these people just seem super entitled, like the sisters and their spouses. A couple of days later, my sister and their husbands came to our place unannounced to apologize in person. We were out to dinner and they had left a note. One sister called me at work too. I sent her to voicemail. We've decided no contact is the best thing for the indefinite future and haven't interacted with them for 3+ weeks. Personally, I'm done. They can go pound sand. I actually love this update. I think it's really putting them in their place, and I'm surprised that the mom and the dad actually back them up, because you see in these stories a lot of the times they don't. They're just like, oh, why don't you just forgive them and, family and this and that. I guess they've just had, like, they're up to here with their shenanigans. There is another update, and I'll make another video so this one doesn't drag out too long.